Right now, I'm going to introduce Lakeway Mayor Guillaume and Glenn Smith, and they're going to talk about our new fields.
It's good to be with you tonight. I reiterate what the coach says. There's so much value in what all you volunteers in this room are doing. It's exciting to me. It's a major contribution to the community, and I really appreciate what you're doing. And that's my segue into saying that we appreciate it, and the council and the city of Lakeway appreciate it so much that we're working, and we've been working for a long time to try to help the Lake Travis Youth Association move forward and possibly end up with a bigger and better field of dreams. So I don't know how much you want to have me steal your thunder. Or,
Go ahead.
okay, so this has been really organized. So let me just say that over the last 3 years, I've worked with David Sewell and now with Chad to start trying to find out if there's a way that the city of Lakeway can help the Lake Travis Youth Association. And the obvious way of doing that is to try to find some land and contribute to buying some land for the youth association, and then trying to work to improve that land into a new and better field of dreams. And that's what I'd like to talk about tonight. As you may or may not know, the Lake Travis Youth Association has a contract to buy 70 acres of land along Beat Creek Road, right next to the new middle school, and turn that piece of property into a bigger and better field of dreams. The handshake agreement that we have with the Lake Travis Youth Association, and I say that because this is brand new. There's nothing that is yet in writing, but I will tell you that the City Council of the City of Lakeway has had a number of executive sessions where they have agreed to support this particular adventure, and so we'll go forward with what I'm about to say, and I've got the agreement of the City Council to make this comment tonight. So we are. Let me step back. The contract that the Lake Travis Youth Association has is assignable. Assignable to who? Assignable to the City of Lakeway, and the City of Lakeway Council is willing to put up the money to buy that piece of property. We put up that money by having a bond in the fall, and that bond is going to require some politicking, hopefully, on any person that lives in Lakeway that's here tonight, that will help us sell the rest of the population on approving that bond. But I think that bond is something that can be achieved, and if it is, the City of Lakeway will in fact buy that property, and we will get into an arrangement with the Lake Travis Youth Association that allows the Lake Travis Youth Association to use that property for sports fields. We have not, at this point in time, papered that agreement. Not sure exactly what it is going to look like. The lawyers will take care of that, but I think the bottom line is that the goals that the City of Lakeway Council has and the goals of the Lake Travis Youth Association are very compatible. So I don't see this as in any way a negotiation that's going to be terribly difficult. It's something I think that we're both trying to achieve the same purpose. So the City of Lakeway is willing to go forward and put their money into this project. But I also wanted to point out, and I have a statement from Gerald Doherty, who is the Precinct 3 Commissioner for Lake Travis, for Travis County, and he's very committed to actually putting money from the county into this project to improve the infrastructure. So let me just read what he said to me recently, and that is, as the Travis County Commissioner in Precinct 3, and I will be the Commissioner through December 2016, I want the LTYA organization to know that I am totally supportive of promoting Travis County to help fund money to assist, along with other entities, with Lake Travis Youth Association's efforts in building additional facilities. This money will most likely come from funds that have to be voter approved, It is my opinion that Travis County will have its next bond election in the fall of 2014, probably not, or the spring of 2015. So he's willing to put up, in what he has told myself and Glenn, is that he's going to work towards a $3 to $4 million place on the bond election for this particular sports field. So I think with that kind of a financial contribution by the county and by the city of Lakeway, this is a head start towards having a rather significant and special facility for the Lake Travis Youth Association. So I'm really excited about it. I know Commissioner Doherty's excited about it, and I just wanted to I hope you guys are all excited enough and to get out there in the fall and work towards having a bond election that's successful for all of us. So thank you very much thank you, Glenn, for letting me have the first shot at this. I actually apologize for being a little late. I told Glenn that I was supposed to be here around 6, and I was at another meeting from 4, and I told the people I had to leave by 6, and someone at 6:05 said, "Were you supposed to leave at 6 o'clock?" And so here I am. Are there any questions that I could possibly answer? You know, like I said, we're really at the front end of this. We're going to have to do a lot of work over the next couple of months to make this work, but I think everybody's aligned to make this work. I think it's something that can be achieved, and I'm really excited about it. I know the council is, but I'd sure like to answer any questions if you've got any for me. Oh, you're easy on me tonight. Okay. Thank you very much for having me.
I just want to give you a little background about how some of this came about. Last year, whenever I was elected, we knew we had to get a new field. Soccer is going crazy with people. Baseball, we have no room for the kids. We don't have restrooms. We don't have walkways. So I took this to everybody I could. We took it to the Bee Cave City Council. We took it to the Lakeway City Council again. We took it to the county commissioner. And Dave stood up from the very beginning and says, "I'm in." So I want to thank the city of Lakeway. It's very important. They're talking about putting $3.7 million into this, the county $4 million, and our agreement is we'll put in $4 to $5 million and we'll have a new ball field. So I'm excited about this. Our next steps are to hire a design architect and an engineer to work on streets and cut-throughs and everything else that we need, and to draw a pretty picture, because we're going to start a capital campaign to raise funds for the additional funds we're going to need for these fields. This is going to be a great complex. It's hopefully going to be very similar to Northeast Metro or Round Rock or some of the other communities, and this will be up to par with what our kids deserve. So we're going to need everyone's help in this. So when people come knocking on your door or your business, please answer. Please help us out. So thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Glenn. How exciting is that? Does anybody have any questions for these guys at all while we still got them? I don't know, Mayor, if you have to. Jerry?
Yeah, I've got one. I just want to say, Glenn made that sound really easy. Now, he said we did this, we did that. Glenn spearheaded everything, and it hasn't been easy. I think there's been a lot of hurdles to overcome pretty much at every step. The mayor can attest to that. Gerald Doherty, I've been on some of the meetings. So I think it's important to recognize what Glenn has done with the help of some of the board members, but he's done it himself. So I think he deserves a round of applause.
Yes, ma'am.
What happens if the bond doesn't pass?
Which one?
Yeah, there's still.
There are hurdles to get over, but there is no doubt. Does anyone in here live in Lakeway? Are you going to vote for it? Are you going to go to your neighbors and get your neighbors to vote for it? I expect it to pass. The county one, we're going to be out there talking with everyone. We're going to need everyone's help. We're going to need people to go knocking on doors to make sure that your neighbors go vote for this. As far as the county goes, this will be incorporated into a bond of about $2 billion that has to do with the big county courthouse going in downtown. And there is a ton of support for that. So we're going to be this big in a $2 billion bond for the county. And that has a ton of support. Ask some of the attorneys around here. They need a new courthouse. So, and there's also going to be 3 other youth associations involved as well. So it's not just us. So that's where a lot of the vote is going to come from. So if it doesn't, then we're going to address it in different ways. You know, it might be we have to raise more money. One way or another, we know we do not have the fields to support the kids. We had a 10% increase in youth registration in the spring. And as you guys know, we're playing soccer on the baseball fields, and the soccer fields are, we've tried everything to get grass on those soccer fields, but we use them every day. We've got to get more fields. And one way or the other, we're going to raise the money and make sure these fields get done. The great thing is now we have 2 partners, the county and the city of Lakeway, going forward instead of us being by ourselves.
I would also make the point that that's a great question, and I'd be lying to you if I said it's a guarantee. It's not. It's going to take some work on everybody's part to make the bond issue pass. I don't think it's going to be difficult. If I thought that this was be a problem and it wouldn't pass, I wouldn't be here trying to raise your hopes. From the county standpoint, Glenn's describing part of the issue. The way this works at a county level is they have what's called a bond advisory committee of probably 40 citizens from all over the county that wrestle with what are the projects that are going to be in that bond issue. This is a rather minor part of the very large bond issue. The city of Lakeway has had a representative on the past bond issues of bond advisory committees that is very experienced and very effective in getting these type of projects in there. The Bee Creek Road project that you see being built right now, and also the Flint Rock Road, which you don't see any work going on, but there's a lot of design work going on right now, were very much the result of this one individual being very effective on the committee. And he's going, and Commissioner Doherty has already agreed to have him on the future bond advisory committee. So I think we're going to have at least one good representative, and I think the last time I heard Commissioner Doherty, he was suggesting that maybe we could get somebody from LTYA to also be on the bond committee. So I think we'll have good representation in that bond committee, and that's huge in getting it on the bond package. So I think if you get it on the bond package, I think it'll pass.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor, do you know or anticipate any other bond proposals on that ballot for City of Lakeway?
No.
That will be going up against,
No.
or that will be combined?
No, that'll be the
only bond?
That's right.
Okay. What other parts are in that election?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I spoke too soon. I just thought of something else. The city is considering putting a bond proposal for a new police station on at the same time. That's not as far as this one, and I don't know if it'll get there, but there is a full disclosure, that may be also on at the same time.
Will there be any term elections on
No,
that same
there's no
ballot?
elections
Would
or
it
anything
only
like that.
be a bond
It would
election?
only be special elections for the bond.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks, Mayor.